All right. Going to be looking at a comic book I don't talk about much. It's The Defenders from cover date August of 1972. It's Defenders number 1. It's a 20 center. It's a comic book that I didn't start reading. This is obviously before my time, 1972. I didn't start reading comic books till late, like 75 into 76. I was really young. But my buddy growing up had a flawless copy of this that he kept protected along with his other comic books, and he wouldn't let me read it unsupervised. But I eventually talked him into letting me read this, and so I started getting Defenders every once in a while off of the spinner rack. This is, like I said, Defenders number 1. My name is Necrodamus, and I slay by the stars. You've got Doctor Strange, the Hulk, Submariner, and I like the classic, the headshot logos up here on the left hand corner. I miss those days. Approved by the Comics Code Authority. Just good old classic comic books. Let's get into it. This isn't the origin of the Defenders. The origin of the Defenders were in a comic book the previous year called Marvel Feature, and it was like kind of a three-issue deal. The kind of like the little origin story. It wasn't. It was written. This is Steve Englehart and is the writer, and Sal Buscema is the artist, whose birthday was yesterday. Actually, he's like 88 years old or something. I don't know why I threw that in there, but just kind of weird. But Sal Buscema was a prolific artist in the 70s, especially in the 70s. His older brother John was like he literally had the how to make comic books was the artist on how to make comic books the Marvel way. So he was kind of the house style expert, if you will. So here we have the Hulk here wandering on a starry night here, and these stars will kind of be factored into the story here in just a minute. Then the Submariner falls down here. This is Doctor Strange, Submariner, and the Hulk are the original members. I think originally they were trying to get the Silver Surfer, but Stan Lee was like really protective of that character. It's like just not anybody could take that character and put him in their stories. So the original 3 origin issues in Marvel Feature was just Doctor Strange trying to round up other superpowered beings to help him defeat some like magical techno wizard. I forget the name of the character, but there was some world destroying device called the Omegatron or something like that. So, but that's kind of the origin of the characters, and all of these characters are, famously like loners. Submariner's usually a loner, and these two characters had hooked up before, like, and had some classic battles in the 60s and stuff. It's pretty cool. But here you see Submariner falling here. And then he's got a force field around him, and the Hulk can't get to him. So he's like, hey, I know. Fish man, I can't touch the fish man. So I'm going to go get the doctor, is what the fish man needs. He was Doctor Strange. I remember he helped, remember other human helped Namor and Hulk in past in group called Defenders. So I think this book was launched to be bi-monthly. They're kind of like testing it. That's their way of kind of testing it out. I know the Doctor Strange book had been canceled previously, so and it had been running for like 7 or 8 years, and I guess the sales weren't all that great, so they canceled the book. So, but they didn't just want to throw away the characters, so it's like, let's form another team. The Avengers are kind of a popular book, so let's form another team, and we'll take on more magical occult type enemies. Is kind of the theme of the Defenders. And here he comes stomping in. There's commotion out there, and Doctor Strange is like, "What the heck's going on? Oh, the Hulk is coming to see me. That can never be good." So he tells Hulk, the Hulk tells Doctor Strange what's up, and they're like, "Be gone," with a magical spell, and they're on the astral plane now. That's how Doctor Strange travels around. They get there, and impenetrable magical force field around old Subby. We used to call him the Submariner when I was a kid. We didn't know better until my friend got cable, and then cable TV, and then they saw those old 60s Marvel, like really, like freeze frame, still shot animated, the Marvel Superhero Hour or whatever it is. Oh, it's Submariner. We were calling him the Submariner. So, but here we've got the appearance of this old creepy wizard guy named Necrodamus, and he's trying to revive the Undying Ones. I guess the Undying Ones are going to grant him great power. Here you see Doctor Strange in his long johns. Remember Doc and his super dude long johns from Doctor Strange 183. He's kind of recounting the some of the past encounters with the Nameless One. It's like a two-headed beast. And right here, Necrodamus is saying, "I have to wait until the stars are in their correct alignment. You have 1 hour, and then I'm going to sacrifice Submariner, and that's gonna reincarnate the Undying Ones." So he teleports away. So like, we got 1 hour. So Hulk's like, "I can smash through this." And it's like, huh? Hand smokes and barrier did not break. Doctor Strange is concentrating here, trying to break this spell, but he can't. And here you see the Omegatron begins again its march toward world doom. Marvel feature #1. This is the whole reason why they had the origin of the Defenders. Hulk never gets tired, but he can't break that. He can't break that force field. Wait, let Hulk out. Now let the villain attempt to take Namor from us. So that's his plan, is to put him in the crimson bands of Cyttorak, so Necrodamus can't get to him to sacrifice him. But he teleports him away. Necrodamus, the hour is up, and he's going to teleport him away. There's some demons here that are defending Necrodamus's underground realm here. By the gods above, below, and beyond. Gotta love this writing from Steve Englehart. I like this old occult type writing from the early 70s, kind of Steve Gerber. Steve Gerber, Lynn Wein, and Steve Englehart were kind of the main, and then shortly after it was Jerry Conway, but they were kind of the main writers there at the staff of Marvel. Namor death-like upon sacrificial altar, and above in the vault-like recesses of the cavern, the Nameless One is about ready to be revived here by Necrodamus. Necrodamus shall be reborn. I like that sequence there. Now he's some big buff warrior dude with this jagged dagger. And he smacks the Hulk. This is a classic Sal Buscema action pose here of kind of like a body tackle. Oh, the Hulk gets stabbed by this. Taste hell steel and die. Hell steel, that's cool. So Doctor Strange has a plan. He's gonna submerge Submariner within like a watery force shield here, and see if that'll strengthen Submariner enough to break that magical barrier. I am free. So the Hulk's getting smacked down here. Here's another classic Sal Buscema action pose of him ramming into like he did this a lot with when he did the Avengers run in the later 70s with Tyrak. He almost has an exact same panel of Wonder Man smashing into Tyrak. Hulk is changing back to Bruce Banner. Your attack is useless, Namor. The stars give me strength to conquer you. What of me, Necrodamus? I like this. He's about ready to stab he's about ready to sacrifice Submariner, and he's just sweating. He keeps sweating. I will plunge this bewitched blade through Namor's neck. And Bruce Banner's like, well, how in the heck did I get here? I'm going to attack this guy while I'm Bruce Banner. Yeah, that's maybe not the smartest thing. If I delayed you for even a second, I will miss the moment entirely. So he delayed. If I am delayed for even a second, I will miss the moment entirely. So Bruce Banner surprisingly jumped on his back and stopped him, and now the stars aren't aligned. He's like, no, I've not fulfilled my obligation to the Undying One, and he reverts back to his form of Necrodamus, and he's out of there. I must flee like a craven jackal. I was thrown from the heavens by the Silver Surfer. What? I had thought this mystery to an end, but I see it has just begun. Now to fully explain the enigma, the Defenders must search for the Silver Surfer. We're going to go on to issue 2 here, and we'll see what's up with the Silver Surfer. The search for Silver Surfer. Now, this is October, so that is bi-monthly, going from August to October. So they had quite a few bi-monthly books. At this point, I think even Daredevil was starting to go bi-monthly because the sales weren't that great. X-Men were bi-monthly, and in reprints because the sales were terrible. Yeah, you didn't fail upwards. You didn't fail upwards at Marvel during this era like they do now. Now this stuff doesn't sell. They just said, oh, it can't be the fault of the creators. I'm not going to get started on that rant. The Secret of the Silver Surfer. It has been 2 months, Submariner. I still want to call him Submariner. 2 months since we began searching for the Silver Surfer. Now, if I remember, there's some really cool splash pages coming up right here. Yep. Namor by Neptune's Trident. You think you're mind blown now, frantic one. This is only page 3. Come see what lies beyond. With Stan Lee, Steve Englehart, Sal Buscema. Stan Lee's the publisher. Sal Buscema's the artist. Now, the original artist on the Marvel Feature 1 through 3 wasn't Sal Buscema. It was Ross Andru, who I think is best known for his Spider-Man run in the mid-'70s. And that's when I was introduced to him. And he's one of my favorite, he's actually one of my favorite Spider-Man artists. But I ought to show a picture of him drawing the Hulk. And it's not, the Hulk isn't his thing. Let's put it that way. Surfer, you dare? Dare what, friend Namor? Namor. And I hated the way they depicted Namor in that Wakanda Forever. It's horrible. Submariner is such a cool character. They just make him some throwaway character in the movies. So he's taking his little friendly greeting here as an attack, and Submariner's known as to be a hothead. Just 2 months ago, you tried to kill me. You expected me to overlook that? The Silver Surfer, who helped Necrodamus in his scheme to slay Namor for the Undying Ones. And I, in astral form, am helpless to interfere. At last, our paths cross again. This is a cool page. Now, Surfer, now I'll repay your treachery in full. They just don't write comic books like this anymore, unfortunately. Another classic Sal Buscema punch action panel down here. Liar. And he's just decking Silver Surfer. And he always has his characters like flying backwards like that. I love that. Don't hang back like a crafty shark, Surfer. I am too old to be fooled by such trickery as the surfboard comes and gets him from behind. And the Silver Surfer says, "Screw this! I'm out of here. I'm tired of trying to befriend these humans. I'm leaving this planet. I'm gone." Namor's like, "Hey, where'd he go? I still got a score to settle." Silver Surfer just can't win. He just wants to be buddies. So they go back to the sanctum here. But he left a clue kind of in his speech. Doctor Strange is like, I kind of picked up on something he said, so I think I'll know where to find him again. Necrodamus, giant human who hurt Hulk. Hulk hates him most of all. Looks like Bruce Banner is transformed back to the Hulk. Just kind of wandering New Jersey. You got New Jersey there in the background. I like this. The Hulk jumps. Doctor Strange is hitching a ride on his shoulders there. Uh-oh. We've got some, what would be considered now some racist depictions of Asians here. That's not good. Masters, who are masters? I will say no more. No more. The government might be watching. Might be listening. Uh-oh. Now they've encountered some of these furry monkey things snarling at Hulk. Hulk bets they are animals that killed guides. Then Hulk will smash. They're speaking some weird language here. "You fool, you mindless fool. These creatures are harmless. They are my friends, my children." The Silver Surfer swoops down from the sky here. Happy Father's Day, Surfer. You at least I know are a villain. Submariner still has a score to settle. They're doing a little flashback here. And the Silver Surfer's trying to explain how he was duped into helping Necrodamus here. That is absolutely not true. Except see you yesterday. I have not left this valley in months. So it was actually not the Silver Surfer. It was an illusion, a trick by Necrodamus. Now they're speaking English. "Certainly we did, Doctor Strange, just as we'll now kill you." So here we go. Looks like another illusion. Kalazuma and his warrior wizards. I love it. I love the expression on this guy's face. Just pure hatred. Look at these guys. Do they really think they're going to beat the Hulk and Silver Surfer and Submariner? Come on now. This guy might be powerful, so, he thought he was teaching us, but all the time we were subtly penetrating and controlling his mind so he would unknowingly do our bidding. "No, I can't believe. Believe or don't, Surfer. I care not about dead men." "Ha, Fishman is crazy." "I'd say winning is enough, Hulk. We've got our hands full doing that." "I think not, monster. Not when there are enough of us to surround you, to catch you from behind. Mark this moment, companion. For now, the world loses two of its defenders to the dark realms of doom." He's got Submariner in a headlock here. Nonsense. Submariner and the Hulk just toss him aside. One stupid magician against Hulk? Are you crazy? And here's another Sal Buscema staple of action art, and they're all combining their powers here. Doctor Strange is blasting, Silver Surfer's blasting him with the power cosmic. Hulk and Submariner just unloading on him, on the Kalazuma wizard. I love this. "You dare to strike me, for that you shall all die." Thud. And they're like, "Oh crap. Our warrior wizard master has been defeated." What's Doctor Strange doing to him here? These wizards will not trouble us again, for I have placed a spell of atonement upon them. When they awaken, they will remember nothing of their evil past, nor will they want to. The next issue, 4 Against the Gods. So, I mean, is Silver Surfer going to join them? Or I could leave this mad planet, could return to my home world of Zenla, and once more embrace my beloved Shalabal. Yeah, but, you know, Galactus controls you, right? Perhaps you can, as a jest that is very poor taste strange. There are few things sacred in my poor life, but returning to Shalabal is one. I do not mock you, Surfer. I truly believe I can grant you your desire. Listen, and I shall tell you. So the Silver Surfer is still on a quest to find his home planet and his beloved Shalabal. And here we go. Issue 3. It's got the Undying. Beware the Undying one. 4 Against the Gods. Is that a Gil Kane cover? Looks like a Gil Kane cover. Cool cover. See an action cover. You got the Hulk jumping at him here, and Doctor Strange is laying there beaten. Silver Surfer's coming. It's just not stupid glossy pinups. And Submariner here is rescuing this lady from the Undying one. Oh boy. 4 Against the Gods. Now this is looks like a continuation. He's quoting T.S. Eliot here. I cannot return to my home planet of Zenla. Galactus has placed an invisible barrier around Earth to keep me here. Yeah, because he still has need of you. Galactus barrier exists in this dimension only. I propose we travel to another dimension where the barrier does not exist. Another, of course. I've tried many ways to circumvent my trap. But they assume the trap was there to be circumvented. In another dimension, I could freely pass through space and ride my cosmic board directly to my home and Shalabal, my love. Yeah, as punishment for defying Galactus, he trapped him there on Earth. Will you come with us, Hulk? No. Hulk angry. Hulk will not do anything anymore if dumb magician wants him to. Man, the Hulk just changes. When Hulk is with others, they try to order him around, and Hulk hates that. So Hulk is leaving. And if magician tries to stop him, Hulk will smash. You call Hulk friend? So Mariner's like, or Silver Surfer's like, wait, Behemoth. We'll be your friends if you come join us. The Hulk's so easily manipulated. Almost no one calls Hulk friend. Hulk will go with you, Silver One. Then hold yourselves in readiness, for I shall return in a moment. First, however, there is something I must do. I must renew my contact with water, in whatever form it may be. You've been out of the water too long. So they're going to try to go to another dimension to free the Silver Surfer. Uh-oh. The multiverse. They are sinking into the weird, into the odd, into another dimension. By the hoary hosts of Haggoth. We are in the realm of the Nameless One. Way to go, Doctor Strange. So this is Barbara Norris, I believe. Yeah. And she's going to end up being the Valkyrie. Not the first Valkyrie, but the second Valkyrie. She's caught in a pull of ethereal force. Hulk 126. For there is the girl Barbara who sacrificed herself for me those long months ago. At last, other people. It's been so long and lonely, with nothing but the emptiness and horror. Oh Lord, get me out of here, please. By the omnipotent Austere, I shall help you now. So they free him with Silver Surfer's help with the power cosmic there. They end up freeing her. But they're still in the Undying One's dimension here. And this is from the first page of this vortex sucking them down. Surfer, bring your board to us. It can pull us out of this. I can't anymore. It doesn't respond to me. There's some counterforce. Then we are lost. Hulk says, "Screw this. I'm gonna keep this portal from closing." Stuff turns solid at center. Then Hulk can hold, and Hulk will hold. Hulk will hold forever. But can we do the same? The Namor's like, I can swim upstream of this vortex and grab Silver Surfer's board. Now the whirlpool will grip me again, but it carries the board. I like this. I like that panel right there. Silver Surfer with the power cosmic coming out of his eyes. So he's lost control of in this dimension, the power of something, whatever's creating this vortex, is taken over, has negated his control over his cosmic surfboard. In the name of the revered mentor, it cannot be. Uh-oh. Now we see Clea. That's Shalabow there in the red hood. I know that. That's Lady Dorma, but she's dead, I believe, at this time. And that's Jarella, the love of Hulk's life. Some blonde, green skin character from the Microverse, I believe. It's been a while. But yeah, that's Doctor Strange's main squeeze, and that's Submariner's X main squeeze, and that's the love of Norrin Rad, the Silver Surfer, Shalabow, and Jarella. Jarella, Hulk thought you had lost you forever in the world at the center of Atom. Yeah, the Microverse. Yeah, Shalabow, my own. I have ever tried to reach you, but not like this. Clea, how did this happen? You said your powers had faded. How came you to this place? This has got to be a trick. Oh no. Submariner's like, uh-oh. What's going on here? I know this is a trick. Someone that has explored our minds and analyzed our weakness. There we go, the nameless one. A shape out of nightmares, a lurker from psychosis, the living embodiment of horror. That's so cool. And now it has 3 heads. It's taking control of Barbara Norris here. I like how it's drooling here. That's such a cool splash page. They just don't make comics like this anymore. Clea and the others have faded like it was a mirage. Yes, fool. Like my now forgotten hopes of rescue from this realm. So it was a trap. The Undying One had control of her all along, and it was a trap. Enough, woman. Your rationale interests no one. You've tricked them using again your old form. Now let your new form destroy them. The Silver Surfer says no. Foom. Woman, you were to drain their powers, force them to waste their energy on your false prison in Maelstrom. I did. Then how can they resist? That's something you could never understand, monster or god or whatever you are. Though I find I am weak and I will never fall before you. And he grabs He grabs Namor with his talon. He just jumps down his mouth here. And while I recover from the pain he has caused you, you may keep him. Oh, he threw him in his mouth. I thought Namor jumped in there, and eat him. Gonna eat Namor? Hulk, the behemoth, is devouring Namor, and I must tend to the surfer. It's up to you. So now Magician wants Hulk's help. Hulk should say no, but Hulk thinks he likes Fishman. It's too much to understand, so Hulk will just do it. Screw thinking for yourself, Hulk. Why all of a sudden is Hulk's coloring like darker green here? Oh boy, you've got an upset stomach here from the Submariner. Leviathans have tried and failed. You will not eat the true Submariner. Creature stands on floating rock. Don't know why, don't care. Only no creature will fall if Hulk topples rock, and Hulk can do it. And now the Hulk is even greener. He must have gotten really mad or something. I like that. He throws him here. That's just kind of weird. This third head of Barbara Norris on the Undying one. It looks like his Botox gone wrong here. Don't touch me with your foul spells. Keep away. That's the Nameless One speaking through you, Barbara. But they cannot hold you against my will. You shall return to your own body, and your own kind you shall be free. By the gods, she's gone mad. By the crimson crystals of Cyttorak. I like Doctor Strange's face here. Like, oh boy. Unless her forced choice of mating with the monster god was a choice she had grown happy with. Oh boy. What do they call that? Stockholm Syndrome? List keepers who eternal burn to our realm, we pray return. So they dip out of there thanks to Doctor Strange's teleportation spell there. Space differs in every dimension. I can never escape that way. I am trapped like a rat on this insane planet. That's true. Once more, the Silver Surfer has trusted men, and once more, men have shattered that trust. I must soar, fly, for where the surfer flies, he flies alone. So I guess Stan Lee allowed him to have Silver Surfer for what, 2 issues? The New Defender and the Old Avenger. And Barbara Norris here is just crazy going, ah. So we're going to look at one more Defenders comic book. And this is the first appearance of Valkyrie, where Barbara Norris becomes Valkyrie. Oh, what a cool cover. Fellow Defenders, your foes attack, and you puny males are too weak to stand against them. But I can. The Valkyrie rides again with Aragorn, her winged horse. I think it's Aragorn. It was the Black Knight's winged horse. Yeah. Yeah, I think because the Black Knight was like turned to stone, like a living statue or something. So it's like, take your winged horse, you know. Still Steve, Englehart, Sal Buscema, Bonanza. Get back, stupid magician hurt Barbara, but he won't do it again. Hulk has girl now, and he will save her. But she's insane now, Hulk. Yet the Defenders soon discover there's not only are no tenants in evidence, there are no green-skinned interlopers either. Where can they be? The Hulk seldom hides. Exactly my thoughts, Strange. But we have not yet searched this cellar. Hold, there is no one here either. Still, that brazier burns. And then all of a sudden, from the flames, the Executioner comes. And where the Executioner is, the Enchantress cannot be far behind. Doesn't say that. I added that. Namor, we're in another land. Perhaps another time as well, Strange. Look at those suits of armor. Look at Namor with his earring here. But in any time or place, they call to battle. The call to battle ever exists. Now, Namor didn't always wear that earring. But I like the classic Namor with the wings on his feet and I like his black suit as well. I thought that was cool looking. With like the wings, kind of like the Black Bolt wings. Then you've got this the stereotypic wizard with this wizard garb. No magics may rise against Fragon. Conjure to the queen. My powers dissipated. What am I saying? My powers dissipated like oil on the waters. I become no more than mortal, and the man called Stephen Strange is no match for armed hordes. Strange is down, leaving only the true submariner to battle these legions, and the mist carries no water, leaving my strength waning by the minute. But Namor fights on. Then we got the executioner blasting out of his hands. Oh. And he takes a mace to the back of the head here. It is always my lot to topple mine enemies, whether by my hand or by directing another's. That's why I be the executioner. They're like, did you recognize him from about a zillion old stories? Yeah, that character was used a lot in the 60s with like the Avengers and mostly in the Avengers and pages of Thor. Looks like he's imprisoned Black Knight and the Enchantress. They get thrown in the cell here. The Hulk is reverted back to Bruce Banner. Still has Barbara Norris. You got Dane Whitman, the Black Knight here, and then the Enchantress, who are also imprisoned. Well, I know the Executioner likes the Enchantress, but she's after the Black Knight here, it looks like. So that's probably why she's been imprisoned. Treacherous. She's a treacherous harpy, probably, or something. Destroy them, darling, for me. The Asgardian wench doth wish to spirit thee from my side. So it looks like the Executioner is being controlled by another female wizard. Yep. So we're about ready to get to the recreation of the Valkyrie here. Barbara Norris's version of the Valkyrie. There we go. The Valkyrie is reborn. One side, men, and let your liberator at that cell door. Now that's cool. I like that cool visual. Better than the MCU version of the Valkyrie. Oh boy. Don't get me started on that. This is the true Valkyrie. I can whistle up Aragorn. You're gonna see how she takes possession of Aragorn from the Black Knight. And the battle continues here. Now they're all free. They've got the Valkyrie on their side now. They're starting to turn the tables on this wizard. Strike with me, Enchantress. This is the moment of our triumph. Valkyrie's just like, bam. These fools are so stunned by the appearance of a woman other than their queen. They haven't the slightest idea of what to do about me. Like, uh-oh, the Executioner, and he's firing some force blast out of his battle axe here. Hulk remembers you, but before you didn't use sneaky weapons from Hulk 102. You try to trick Hulk, but by not fighting fair. That's another classic Sal Buscema where the guy goes flying. There's a big wide arcing swing here with the battle axe and the Hulk goes flying. Now, Sabuusima would take over the Hulk in the mid-'70s. He had an extended run on the Hulk with Lin Wein writing it. Those are good issues. Another classic Sabuusima panel here of the double punch. And the guy flying. It's always the same pose of the guy flying. And the double punch, the Hulk and Submariner. Then Black Knight hits him in here with the flat of his blade. The ebony blade. He's down and beaten. The day is ours. I like that picture of Valkyrie there. It looks like Enchantress. No, I can't do it. I can't hurt a woman. Yeah, Valkyrie's strength is useless against females. That's her big Achilles heel. But she's super, super strong against men. So, Enchantress. Treachery. The treacherous Enchantress kisses Dane Whitman, the Black Knight, turns him to stone, thy form transmuted into solid stone. We'll see about that when my enchanted blade carves up his immortal hide. Come on, Baldy. I challenge you to a duel. Hold, impetuous one. Thy desire to become my champion hath touched my poor heart. I must show my gratitude. Treachery, unbelievable treachery, turns him to stone. Thus, if there are no other rash fools who seek to hinder us, the enchantress and the executioner bid ye farewell. That treacherous doctor, can you reverse the spell? I'm trying, but the answer is no. You never trust the enchantress. Rule number 1, never trust the enchantress. Perhaps I can help. I was born of the enchantress's mind. I may be able to counter her. You, but it said you hate men. Why should you hate us? I do not hate men, Submariner. I merely know I'm as good as they are. Feminism in the early 70s, Marvel. Now let me try. No, it isn't working. I can't kiss him and turn him back into Dane Whitman, the Black Knight. My mistress's powers were not transferred to me. I only have strength now. I have no magic ability. All we can do then is return the Black Knight back to Earth and hope that someday we may have the method to save him. But I guess I'll go too, having been deserted by her who made me, just as that beautiful animal has been left by fate. Oh no, she's going to end up taking Aragorn. Here we go. And this panel right here was recreated in Avengers 157, I'm thinking, where the Black Knight comes back to he comes back to life and to invade the Avengers mansion. He trashes the Avengers until the Vision ends up taking him down. It's a really good issue. Avengers 157. So kind of the continuation of this story from the Defenders. There we go. And they leave him by this fire. But what happens is someone comes in, a mysterious figure comes in and reaches through the dimension, through this fire, and brings the like the statue form of the Black Knight to life. He's still in stone form, but he's now animated, and he smacks the crap out of most of the Avengers, especially Captain America. Avengers 157, one of the great issues. That was Jim Shooter. It's either Jerry Conway or Jim Shooter writing that one as Don Heck. Don Heck was the artist on that issue. So there we go. And now we have the Defenders. The Defenders are formed. Submariner won't eventually stick around, but here we have it. I think we'll come along with you, and I'll become a member of the Defenders. 1 minute now, the Defenders have no members. We have only fought together for common causes. This is not the Avengers. Further, with all due modesty, we are three of the most powerful people in the world. What could we possibly need you for? Well, for one thing, there's the old Megatron D minus counting down to the end of the world, which is very close to an explosion that will rip the world asunder. See what happens next in World Without End, to be continued. That's the first four issues, roughly, just kind of skim through, of the Defenders, classic Defenders, not the new Defenders on Netflix with Jessica Jones and Iron Fist and Daredevil. I hated that. What was that, like a 3-episode little mini series thing? But so there we go. I'm just going to cover the first four, but I wanted to get in the origin of Valkyrie in there as well. But the Defenders were cool. They would add some different characters. They'd end up adding Nighthawk, and then down the road they'd have they had Luke Cage for just a short amount of time. They had Damian Hellstrom, the son of Satan, for a while. They brought in a character later on named Gargoyle, and the book ended up going monthly, but it ended in 1986, I believe. I guess it was sidelined for that new universe launch that they were doing. They needed some of the resources, and the Defenders were kind of on the chopping block. I mean, it wasn't a terrible selling book. It wasn't in their top. It wasn't one of their top sellers by a long shot, but it wasn't like a poorly selling book. It was a monthly book that had quite a few readers and a fan base, but it was considered expendable, and they were trying to pave the way for that new universe thing that didn't pan out at all. So I kind of hated to see it end, but I thought the quality of the book kind of dipped. They were using an older artist at the time, Don Perlin, at the end of the run of the Defenders. But it lasted, like I said, from 1972 to 1986, a pretty good run. Now, part of the early years was bi-monthly, but it still had it still ended up getting over 150 issues, I'm pretty sure. I can't remember the exact amount of issues, but I remember when they canceled the book. I had picked up the very last, because I had ended up getting it on my monthly pull list, like starting in 1981. I'd get it, and I collected quite a few of the back issues, but I always liked it. I thought it was cool. It was kind of just a fun, just kind of a fun book. Kind of a little bit more off the wall than the Avengers. But anyway, that'll do it for this video. If you enjoyed the video, give me a like and subscribe to the channel. Until then, I will be covering another favorite Bronze Age Marvel comic book